Bring the camera over and have a look at the salt on top. Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video. I'm going to go into the restaurant that I have behind me here, La Conservera, in my local neighborhood on the outskirts of Madrid, and I'm going to eat a menú del día and see what the price is like, see what the quality is like of the food here. So without further ado, let's go and sit down and get stuck into the meal. Vamos! As you can see, they've given us some type of tapita to enjoy with our drinks. No alcohol today because I have to drive. And what we have here is an ensaladilla rusa. So I'm going to try this and see if it's any good. I haven't ordered the main food yet. I haven't been told what's available today on the menú del día. But I reckon it's going to be something very, very nice. So when I know what is available, I'll tell you guys. Now I'm having lunch today with my son. He's controlling the camera, so if it's a little bit shaky, that's the reason. And I'm going to say that this is a very, very good Russian salad or ensaladilla rusa. Not sure exactly where that name originates from. Apparently it doesn't have any Russian origin at all, but it takes the name Russian salad or ensaladilla rusa. And the key is that all of the ingredients are very, very fresh. The mayonnaise is tasty as well, and to have this as a starter, can't go wrong. Now looking around this restaurant, they're going for a modern traditional vibe, if that makes sense. Some nice pictures on the walls, nice bar area there as well where you can have a drink if you like. Seating area, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around 12 or 13 tables, so not a huge place. And this is a very popular restaurant, not only with the locals, but also with the office workers who come to this part of Madrid to work every day and enjoy the menú del día on a daily basis, because it's a good menu, it's reasonably priced, and you'll see when the food comes out. Now, I have ordered a Greek salad, I think, different choices, I can't remember exactly what they were, but I've gone for the Greek salad and also a piece of meat that will be done on the grilled area behind me here, the guy on the barbecue, if you like. And my son's gone for cannelloni and also some chicken, which I think is going to be done on the grill too, so can't wait for that. Now the first courses have arrived. As I said, this is my Greek salad. Not sure if it's an authentic Greek salad. I don't know what type of dressing a Greek salad should have. I thought it was just going to be quite simple, olive oil, vinegar, etc. But I've got this creamy sauce going on top, or creamy dressing. And the different ingredients that we've got inside, let's have a closer look. So obviously we've got our cucumber, we've got our feta cheese, we've got our black olives, we've got cherry tomatoes, we've also got different types of lettuce, and the idea is going to be to mix it all up, get the dressing all over the pieces of lettuce and everything like that, and dig into this. Now I know what you're thinking, Stuart, you don't normally eat salads when you're out and about, but it's a hot day and a nice cool salad I think is the perfect way to start the meal today. So let's dig in and check out the freshness of this salad. Let's start with the lettuce. It is fresh, I will say. The cucumber, the olive, feta cheese. So the first thing I'm going to say is that the feta cheese, it's not a strong feta cheese, it's quite a mild feta cheese, not the typical strong Greek feta cheese, the salty feta cheese if you like, and it's a bit of a letdown. The dressing definitely gives it some extra flavour, but I would have liked a stronger feta cheese if that makes sense. But in general, it's not a bad salad. The tomatoes, they're packing a little bit of punch, but not as juicy or as sweet as I would like in my cherry tomato. And I'm going to be honest, I think the cannelloni would have been a better choice. What are the cannellonis like? Are they nice? Yes. So he's satisfied with his first course, and my first course could have done better. Now Dave's been kind enough to let me try his dish. Let's see. And they're not bad. But the good thing about eating a salad for a starter is that there's going to be plenty of room in my stomach for the second course and also the dessert. So I can't wait for that. Now the second courses have arrived. This is my piece of steak. In Spanish it's called entraña. I think in English it's a skirt steak. It's like a thin piece of steak, as you can see. Get a look at the size of the steak, or the thickness of the steak there. Take a look at that. And it seems to be cooked perfectly. We've got a nice salt coating on top. Bring the camera over and have a look at the salt on top. You can see that there. You can see all of the salt there. You can also get a closer look at how well this steak is cooked. We've got some chips on the plate as well that have been hand cut. And I think this dish is going to make up for my poor decision with the first course, or at least some people will say it's a poor decision given the other things that were available, but we'll see. So the steak is incredibly tender. You can taste the flavors of the barbecue, taste the flavors of the grill that it has been cooked on, and the perfect amount of salt on top. This is a nice piece of steak. Let's try the chips. Very thin chips, I will say, with a piece of the meat. And a decent sized serving too. No complaints about the size. And as I said, the steak's perfectly cooked and incredibly tender and very, very tasty. Let's take a look at the chicken leg with some chips, the same chips, I think. Dave, cut into the chicken, see what it's like. Okay, seems to be nicely cooked. Maybe a little bit overdone, we'll see. Now my son has asked me to swap plates with him, so I'm now stuck with the chicken. There's not much left of the leg, but I've got this part of the chicken left. Let's dig in and see what the flavors of this chicken are like. One of my favorite things to eat, of course, chicken. My only criticism would be that it lacks a little bit of seasoning. It needs a little bit more salt, I would say, on the inside of the chicken there. I don't think the salt has penetrated through, so that would be my only criticism of the chicken. A little bit dry maybe as well. Could the chicken be a little bit moister than this? Probably, but not complaining. So the second course is done and dusted. I'm a lot fuller now than I was after that salad, I'll tell you that, and got room for dessert, so let's wait for that to come out. So my favourite part of the meal, dessert, has arrived. I've gone for an apple pie. I think this is not the traditional apple pie. As you can see, there's a little bit of pastry down below, apples on top, stewed apples on top, also some type of caramel on top, I believe. I think it's caramel, I'll soon find out. My son has gone for a yogurt, I think a Greek type of yogurt with some fruit on top. So maybe we'll change again, time will tell. Let's dig into this, come and get a closer look. And this is what we've got going on here. You can see the apples on top, various layers of apple, 1 or 2 layers of apple. We've got some custard down here also, and here underneath we've got the base. So we'll put this apple pie to the taste test now. It's pretty good. The sauce on top is chocolate, so we've got chocolate, apples, custard, and the pastry base. It's nice. An interesting combination of flavors, I will say. So the meal is done, time to ask for the bill, pay for the bill, and I'll give my final thoughts on the restaurant experience today. Alright, so the bill's been paid. €14.90 is the price of the menu del dia. Of course, I was eating with my son today, so double that, $14.90 times 2, the total price. So let's break it down. The first course that I had was the Greek salad, if you can call it that. Not really an authentic Greek salad, I don't think. There was cucumber, there was lettuce, there were cherry tomatoes, there was a feta cheese in there as well. I think it was a feta cheese. I'm a little bit disappointed with that choice. I could have gone for something better, I think, but because I'm on a diet, watching my weight, I went for the salad option. I'm going to give that a 3.8 out of 5, so I could have done better, but what can you do? The second thing that I ordered was the piece of steak, the skirt steak. Decent piece of steak. It was flavoursome, it was well cooked, it was nicely salted. I'm going to give that a 4.2 out of 5. The dessert was okay, not the best dessert that I have had in my life, but again, menu del dia, what can you expect? €14.90 the total price. The food that my son ate, the cannelloni, he liked it, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. He had that piece of chicken, a little bit dry, 3.8. The service was okay, not the best, not the worst. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And basically that's it. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, I'd love to hear it. What did you think of the meal? What do you think of the price? Good value for money or not? Let me know in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when I publish it. Until the next one, hasta luego from a hot Madrid.